everyone, and welcome to another episode on RetrOhio Gamers. Today I'm doing a top 5 video. I decided to pick, something that I've been thinking about for a while. And a lot of people have asked me, hey, what's your top 5 this? What's your top 5, systems, games, whatever. But I usually just go with something I have fond memories of, and I got a lot of love for, and that's going to be my top 5 Sega Genesis games. Now, I know people are going to say, well, that game's not that good. But it's actually, for me, it's either it was something I played growing up or I really enjoyed. These are my top 5, not yours, not the world, not, that review site. By any means, you might not even like these games, but to me, they're good games. So, I'm going to go over my top 5 Sega Genesis games. All right, for me coming in, we're gonna go 5 to 1, being 5 is not the best, but still good. For me, controversial, I'm sure people are gonna be like, what? That's Zoom. Zoom. For Sega Genesis, Zoom. Zoom. It is this awesome puzzle game. You're this little, I don't know what you are. You're like this little, it's probably in the manual here. You're like this little alien guy, and you got to go around and connect the squares on these grids as quick as you can without these things grabbing you, and you get power-ups and points for if you go faster. There's a timer. It can get kind of crazy. It's 2-player, which is kind of fun. It's chaotic. It's I don't know, it's just a really enjoyable puzzle game to me. You got things like bananas and brushes that erase your lines. There's timers that make, little clocks that make the time go down. There's like a giant hand that chases you on there. It's one of my favorites and one of the earliest games I played when I got my Sega Genesis when I was a kid. But yeah, it is an awesome game. I'm pretty sure it's just a Sega produced game. But yeah, I really have fond memories of Zoom. Zoom is one of those games that I think I will always love. And it's definitely my number 5. It's one of those go-to, just like, hey, I want to do something fun. I want to play a game. I'm going to pop in Zoom and just let my brain turn off and, see how many puzzles I can solve. I've gotten pretty far. I think I beat it once a long time ago. But yeah, if you're looking for a good puzzle, kind of fast-paced puzzle, a little bit of platformy, not so much, check out Zoom. You might like it. My number 4 is something I rented quite a bit when I was a kid, and also, very fond of, and that's Castle of Illusion, Mickey Mouse. Yeah, what a great platformer. There are some parts that are really hard, but man, do I love this game. It is just one of those games that, when I first seen it, I thought the graphics were awesome. It's just a really, really good platformer. It's solid. The levels are really cool. There's some cool transparency effects and like parallax stuff they've did in this game. Really into this game. If you're looking for a good platformer, that's kind of nostalgic to Mickey Mouse and the golden era of Mickey Mouse, I should say. Not golden era, but for when I was a kid, like the games and the cartoons and everything. For me, Disney, this game is awesome. I remember renting this quite a bit, like I said, and there are parts, especially there's like a leaf level where there's like, you have to jump on these leaves and avoid spiders and stuff. That part is really hard, and once you get past it, it feels so good. But definitely on list of platformers that I would check out on the Sega Genesis is going to be Castle of Illusion, starring Mickey Mouse. Good stuff. My number 3. This is my number 3. I remember getting this game and when I was young. My father bought it for me, and I thought, just by looking at the cover, I was like, this is going to be amazing. And I think I got it for a birthday. My dad was really good at buying me games. He always has been. And he picked out Turrican. Turrican it was on a lot of other systems. I think it was on the Commodore. It's an older game. It's a ballistic game. You used to have those weird cartridge shapes. This is a repro case. Just put it out there. The original case was cardboard. we were kids. I got rid of it. I regret it, but I got a repro case for my cartridge, which is in there. This game is awesome. It's kind of like, okay, it's not Contra exactly. It's in that realm. You're a little like, you know, little dude with a gun, and you're running around jumping, and basically you're Turkin, the cockiest, coolest, you know, warrior since RoboCop. That's, you know, when it says it. You're a metal armored guy, as you can see here. You know, just going nuts, and you get to pick up like weapons upgrades, all kinds of stuff. You know, anything from bombs to bigger, you know, gunfire and everything. A lot like Contra. A lot of platforming, boss fights, nice level progression. For me, it was really, really cool. You know, it was one of those games where I could just go through and just run and gun and see how far I can get. I think there's like 13 levels. I beat it once, very hard at the end. It gets kind of rough. But yeah, man, this game, if you're looking for a good, you know, Contra-esque, I don't know what you'd really, if that's what you're kind of going for, a gunner game where you're like a little guy running around platforming, shooting, man, please check out Turrican. Turrican's awesome. All right, well, my number 2 game, it's going to be kind of obvious. This is on a lot of people's lists, but I remember getting the game, and I remember being pumped, and that's Sonic 2. Sonic 2, I mean, come on. The fact when they introduced Tails, I mean, Sonic 2. I love Sonic 2. Probably my favorite Sonic, but I do love Sonic and Knuckles a lot, a lot. I almost made that my number 2, but I have more fond memories of Sonic 2 compared to Sonic and Knuckles. I do love Sonic and Knuckles so much. Like so much. I love Sonic and Knuckles, but yeah, Sonic 2, such a great game. I remember playing it with friends. You know, just platforming at its best. Sonic at its best. The music, the 3D level, the, you know, in the half pipe thing. Dude, this game is solid. This game holds up the test of time. I mean, it's one of those games that you can always go back to and still have fun, no matter what. And I've played this, I don't even know how many times I went through and beat this game just because I love it that much. I do it yearly almost. Yeah, Sonic 2, get a buddy, have them play Tails just for the fun of it. Sit down and co-op the game, have a great time. It's stupid fun. Just do it. If you have not played Sonic 2 somehow in some weird universe where you haven't, you're missing out. Get on it. Okay, now it's time for my number 1. And if you know me, you're already going to know what it is. Again, there's a lot of great games on Sega Genesis, but Turtles, Hyperstone Heist, this flipping game. I love this game so much. I can play it and play it and play it. I'm always down to play this with a friend. If anybody says, hey, you want to play some games? Let's play some Hyperstone. Yes. It's just yes. Some beer, some Hyperstone Heist, some snacks. You got yourself a good weekend with a friend, man. This game's badass. I played it in the arcade. I remember playing it, you know, pizza shops, stuff like that. I mean, I loved Ninja Turtles back then. I mean, who didn't? And Konami makes, in my opinion, some of the best games like this. But it's good. Turtles in Time, which is basically the same game on the Super Nintendo, is also good, which I have. But I mean, I don't know why, but I like the Genesis version the best. It's there's something about it that I really like. And this was one I never bought as a kid. I rented the crap out of it. There were weekends in a row where I rented it and rented it and rented it. I don't know why I didn't buy it, to be honest. I guess I thought I could always just rent it. One of my friends had it growing up, and I mean, we played it, but I rented it more than anything. And I remember my dad even mentioning, like, why don't you just buy it? You keep renting that game. But I didn't. I don't know why. But yeah, this game, awesome. If you're a Turtles fan and you have not played Hyperstone Heist, you are missing out. My number 1 is Hyperstone Heist. Turtle Power. You knew it was coming. Almost everyone does this. Honorable mention, real quick. I want to just throw a few games out there that are honorable mentions. Real quick, this game, I think it's great. I think it's a fun game, and that's Cool Spot, the 7-Up guy. This game's awesome. I growing up, this is high on my list. It's not my top 5, but it's high on my list. It's up there. A lot of awesome memories. I borrowed it from a friend. I loved it. I was like, wow, I let him borrow a game. I don't even remember what it was. And he let me borrow this game. We used to do that, which was cool. And man, I went out and bought it because this game was that good. This is not the copy I bought, unfortunately, when I was a kid. I traded that in, but I did get another one. Thanks, Video Game Connection. I did get another one, and here it is. And I really, really, really recommend Cool Spot. Platformer. You have to save. You know, the 7-Up, other little 7-Up guys, they're trapped in a cage. You got to go through the level and collect little 7-Up caps and avoid things like crabs and, you know, just like different levels. Like they're themed, like beach, you know, a house, a backyard, you know, whatever, stuff like that. And it was a really fun game. There's like 10 or 11 levels in this. I'm pretty sure it's not a very long game. It's definitely something you can beat in a few hours, but it's challenging, but it's not too bad. I'm going to be doing a stream of this one soon. This is a good one. So if you want to check out a good platformer, Cool Spot. Oh yeah, very cool. Second honorable mention here is Wiz and Liz. Wiz and Liz is an awesome, I wouldn't really call it a platformer. I don't know how to explain this game. It's 2 players also, 1 or 2. But you're like these little wizard guys, and you got to go around and collect bunnies. I don't know. And you collect like little fruits and vegetables and stuff, and you put these together to make potions at your home base. And you also like collect letters to spell out stuff. I know this sounds crazy, but it's really good. It's got hidden levels, it's puzzles, it's like fast timer stuff. It's really fun with a friend. I would say that you would have a lot of fun playing this with a friend, like co-op on a weekend or something. Definitely check out Wiz and Liz on Genesis if you're looking for a really different puzzle platformer. That's the only way I can describe it. Puzzle platformer. But it's an overlooked game in my opinion. I don't hear a whole lot about it, at least from what I've seen. This should be. The graphics are unbelievable for the Genesis. The music is fantastic. It's catchy. It's great. If you want to be kind of blown away by a game from that era, just how creative it was, this is one for you. Check out Wiz and Liz if you want to play it. I recommend it. So, yeah, do it. Okay, one more honorable mention, and that is Castlevania Bloodlines. This is not the original box, I know. I like to get replacement cases for the ones that are cardboard until I can come across the cardboard one. Anyways, Castlevania Bloodlines. Some people don't know, but there was Castlevania released on the Genesis, which is awesome. And this is one of them. Well, this is the one, Castlevania Bloodlines. It's awesome. Really good gameplay, solid storyline. Really like the way they laid things out in this one. It's one I play around Halloween. I mean, I still love Castlevania on Super Nintendo, don't get me wrong. That's another video. But this is one of the good ones. Really have some memories of this one, especially playing around Halloween. You know, creepy. I'd run a creepy game or something. Really hard. I've only ever beat this one once, and it was with the help of a friend. We were trading the controller off. But yeah, this one is awesome. If you're a Castlevania fan, you have not played Bloodlines, get up on it, because this one will knock your socks off. It's really, really fantastic, and I highly recommend it. And last but not least of my honorable mentions is Toe Jam and Earl for the Sega Genesis. This almost made my list too. This was a very early game for me. I mean, I got this, I think, with my Genesis when I got it. I want to say I did. But yeah, Toe Jam and Earl. What is Toe Jam and Earl? It's kind of like an RPG. So basically what happens is you're just these 2 aliens. You get to play as one of them, you pick. Or 2 players, you play as both. Toe Jam and Earl. You're flying in your spaceship, jamming out to music, and you crash on Earth. And you got to go around and look for the parts for your spaceship that fell apart. You encounter, like, it's very like satired, like the humans, like, you know, they're like over the top, the comedy and everything. It's awesome. It's really fun. You pick up items, but they're like presents. You don't know what they are until you open them. And then after you open them, the presents that all look like that are that item from there on. You know what they are. You know, it's things from like money to food that gives you health to like sneakers that make you run fast, rocket skates, spring shoes, wings to fly around. I mean, tomato slingshot, you know, a tomato launcher, stuff like that. And you just go around. I guess it's kind of on par with like Zombies Ate My Neighbors a little bit. So you're like, you know, little like people going around picking up. It's very on par with that, like Gold Patrol, but it's kind of its own realm, but it's very much in that department. I would put it there. So yeah, so it's like an RPG game mixed with like, I don't know, a little bit of puzzle here and there, but more just like a search and, you know, just finding these items. It's a lot of fetch questing is basically what it is. But the music's really good. The graphics are awesome. It's so 90s. Really, again, if you want a fun game to play with a buddy, Toe Jam and Earl, you cannot go wrong with Toe Jam and Earl. Highly recommend Toe Jam and Earl. That's my top 5. You know, maybe some people will be like, hey, I don't agree with that, you know. Well, that game is awful. That's okay. That's fine. But that's just like your opinion, man. But yeah, those are my top 5. I really enjoyed them. I still enjoy them, and I think you guys will too. You try to have to sometimes go outside the realm of what, like, you know, everyone's like, oh, this game is, of course it's good. Like, that's like saying, you know, Mega Man for Nintendo is not, well, I mean, it's a good game, but is it a good game to you? Is it a good game to me? These were good to me, and maybe you'll find some love in them too. So give them a try, get out there and play video games, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks so much for watching, and please give us a subscribe, give us a like, it really helps. Have a good one.